right, it's time for game number 2 of your lower bracket finals. NiP up 1-0 in this best of 3. Empire need this game for survival in the tournament.
Man, after the first game, Empire has to be thinking, we can't go down like this. We need to show that we're better than this. That was like the first time in the whole event I felt like Empire's lineup was very lackluster. I can't really tell what they want to do in that game, and it was really hard for the Night Stalker at the start of the game as well. So he didn't really do much the whole game, and the game was really hard from there.
Yeah, I felt like they just weren't prepared for that Chaos Knight. They banned out the Tiny. They were thinking about Wisp pairings, but the Chaos Knight, he's been that old school threat that doesn't come out too often, and they just didn't have enough pre-clear for it.
And it's like the face rush type of hero, which fits. They had an X plus CK, so they were just really good at sticking close to you and just killing you in front of your face.
And then on top of that, the Phoenix got so much out of that off lane. Bristleback got next to nothing until he was able to clear out that Ancient stacks. You're 7 minutes into that game 1. Bristleback was still at 0 CS. But moving into game 2, things looking somewhat similar here. Empire, they ban out the Chen as well as the Axe. NiP, this go around, they ban out the Troll and the Wisp. Without having first pick, they will not hand over the mighty Wisp.
And Empire opens the draft with one of their favorites, the CIS favorite support, Dazzle. A very well-rounded support, but has no disable, so he's going to be weak against a core like Storm. Mobile heroes are really good against the Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep. And with Axe banned out, pretty safe.
NiP is on the Radiant side, and I wonder if they're going to go for the Shadow Fiend opening, which they love to pick in most of their games. They put Era on the Shadow Fiend, and they have 2 tempo controllers, Limp and Handskin on like heroes like Slada, heroes like Axe, and Centaur, even Centaur plus Bat Rider we've seen in a couple of games, Stampede and Lasso.
I think this will either be an Earthshaker Shadow Fiend kind of an opener or Avenge Bat Rider.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 big ones.
If they want to go for the Shadow Fiend, it will probably be something like that, Earthshaker plus Shadow Fiend, and...
Well, there's the Earthshaker, and it's a Sniper. Okay, I was half right.
Team Empire.
Oh, haha.
Sniper. So he's weak against 2 heroes in particular, Clockwork and Storm. Those 2 heroes. Also, Team Empire is going for their team fight again, the Brewmaster.
Already a good tempo controller, can stop potential pushes, a great mid-game skirmisher. We'll see how they want to lane it. Nice and flexible. They can put him safe lane mid or off lane. A nice solid early pick here. But a hero not without counters. NiP could look for a Skywrath Mage if Team Empire don't ban him out. There's the Bristleback ban.
Radiant team.
Yeah, with Bristleback plus Sniper, like Sniper needs someone to tank up in front so that he can deal damage, and Bristleback is one of the ideal partners against Sniper. And we've seen in the past couple of games when an opponent picks Sniper, use Spirit Breaker to actually charge him down and close the distance so you make sure the Sniper is not safe at all in team fights.
5 seconds remaining.
And they opt to ban out the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised they ban out the Clock as well. Clock works really good against Sniper and Earthshaker, but it's not something I see Empire like to pick, but it's still a really strong hero against Sniper and Earthshaker.
Yeah, absolutely. So Empire will think about this 4th ban here. I think the Skywrath Mage has still got to be tempting. It's a great support duo with the Earthshaker. We've seen it time and time again, and an amazing hero against the Brewmaster, that long duration stun with a short cast point, or silence rather.
Yeah, they need a mid-lane hero which is less vulnerable to the Earthshaker plus Sniper ganks. A mobile hero, maybe a Queen of Pain or a TA, a hero that's more survivable in the middle lane.
Well, instead, Empire will ban out the Lina, a hero that NiP have played quite a bit, and Tusk. Of all heroes, the 4th ban for NiP. What do you make of that, Winter?
Yeah, worried of the aggressive play, and Tusk can close distance fairly easily, so it's very potent against Sniper.
Okay.
What is NiP going to go for right here? Their favorites would be Bat Rider plus Centaur to protect the Sniper. Both of them are still available, or they can go for even, I say the Clockwork is good for Empire, but it's also good for NiP.
But there's your Skywrath Mage. Nice safe pick as we talked about. No big surprise there.
Good silence versus the Brewmaster, and it's good versus the Dazzle as well. And lane dominating hero. Works very well with Sniper if they are trying to gank early on. With the Concussive plus the Shrapnel can land you easy kills.
So what does Empire look for here? You mentioned Queen of Pain. Who else is pretty good against the Sniper?
You mean in middle lane?
Yeah. Well, or just in general. Okay, Zeus will be picked up here, though. Could be the offlaner for Empire.
It might be a Zeus plus Slug. So you have the GPS system. You can deward everywhere.
Yeah, that could work.
But Empire usually run the Brewmaster on the safe lane, but he's a hero that can still be run in the off lane if they want to have a core like Slug. So it could still be a possibility for Team Empire here.
Yeah.
And
Very-
Slug is really good versus
5
Sniper
seconds
because you can
remaining.
close the distance very well.
That's true, actually. I feel like a lot of the sniper games that we've seen this tournament have actually been shut down pretty effectively by a
There's also
Slug.
another pick that could be good for Empire, the Spectre. They have Zeus Spectre. Spectre is really good versus Sniper, Earthshaker, and Skywrath. You can kill them very easily with Zeus combination.
Yeah, close the gap on the sniper, stop the blink dagger from the Earthshaker once he gets it. A little bit of that global presence from Empire. Maybe they could even grab an Ancient Apparition with that last pick.
Super global. Ancient
global.
Apparition, Zeus, and Spectre.
So NiP going to think about this fourth pick here, delving into that reserve time. And they'll grab the Phoenix once more.
Yeah, the
It
lack
worked
of
well for
stuns.
Jonas last game, and they'll try it again here.
The lack of stuns, I think they might actually be thinking Empire might run Zeus plus Dazzle as their supports, and there's no direct disable, and they are picking the Phoenix just so to take advantage of that on the off lane once more. And Team Empire, if they want the support that actually counters Phoenix really well, there's Silencer in the pool, which is very deadly towards the Phoenix in the lane. And you can just use the Zeus as a mid laner and just pick another support. But it seems like Empire's going to
Radiant team.
get the Shadow Fiend, another call in the middle lane.
The one issue with this Empire draft for me is the lack of stuns. You
Yeah,
got
lack of
a
stuns.
boulder toss. That's
and,
it.
And the laning phase is also very vulnerable. If they run, for example, if they run the Zeus as a support, the Shadow Fiend would have a lot of trouble, a lot of pressure in the middle lane because they can't really help him apart from the Dazzle, getting an early TP. Earthshaker and Skywrath roaming around the map with Sharpener on Sniper. This Shadow Fiend is not going to have a good time.
No, certainly not.
I feel like because of that, the Zeus is most likely the offlane hero, and safe lane Panda and Shadow Fiend, they will want a support that can actually be more aggressive so you can protect the Shadow Fiend in the lane.
NiP thinking about this final ban. They'll need to take out a support here. What comes to mind? Ancient Apparition could still be an option. Though I think they need somebody with a stun. The Vengeful Spirit.
I think they need a disabling support. I say Silencer is good versus Phoenix, but it doesn't have a hard disable. I think like Rubik or Venge would be ideal heroes.
Yeah.
Lion could be a little weak, but it's still a good possibility. It's like supports with disables are their main priority right now for Team Empire.
Yeah, they choose to ban out the Sand King. We've seen Empire play it, but usually they put it in the offlane as more of a core role than that support. So I don't know it's something that Empire would have gone for here. But Empire, they'll go out with a Centaur War Runner final ban.
What would NiP go right now? Sniper can go middle lane against the Shadow Fiend fairly well. Phoenix off lane, and they need their safe lane core against Shadow Fiend plus Brewmaster.
10 seconds remaining.
They need a hero that can actually fight very early, or they can go for
5
Medusa,
seconds
which
remaining.
works really well with Phoenix. It's really greedy having Medusa plus Sniper. It's not really NiP style.
Reserve time.
So maybe a Slug as well could be
I was
good.
just thinking Slark could work
Yeah, because
well
there's
here.
not much disable yet again, and Slug is very good in those sort of situations where the enemy can't lock you down.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Big damage on the Zeus. You've got the Shadow
5
Razes. So they
seconds
do have
remaining.
some tools to damage down the Slark through that Shadow Dance, perhaps. But no, it's the Slardar from NiP.
Empire's turn to
Yeah, this is a very good initiating hero for them, and Slada would be able to protect the Sniper in team fights because he's the tank in front, and Rubik would be the last pick for Empire. Is this going to be a support Rubik or offlane Rubik like we saw just now?
Only time will tell.
I think it's going to be a support because you need the Rubik to lock down the Phoenix in the lane. Otherwise, the Phoenix will just run around your supports and you can't kill him, and he's going to get a lot out of the lane.
The lanes for NiP. Limp will take the Slardar, probably to the safe lane. I think Arrow will head mid on the Sniper. He'll have Handskin there on the Earthshaker to make sure he stays safe. And this
It's
should
gonna
be a very good mid lane for
off-lane
NiP.
Rubik again. Maybe they are laning Zeus plus offlane. Zeus plus Rubik on the offlane. I'm not sure, but
All right, we saw Empire do something similar to this in the last series. Usually Aloha Dance is that go-to Rubik player, but it is Yogi that takes it here. Goes Boots first, Observer Ward, Tangos, and he'll book it right down to that bottom lane. In the mid, it's Resolution here on the Shadow Fiend. And up top in the safe lane, it'll be Aloha Dance on the Zeus. Always want to fly on the Shadow Priest Dazzle. And that's Silent on the Brewmaster.
And on the Radiant side, we have NiP Jonathan once again on the Phoenix. And we have Era playing the Sniper this time. Steel Kid on the Skywrath Mage. Earthshaker handled by Hansken. And lastly, we have Limp, the X from the last game, handling a Slardar.
Looks like it will be that safe lane Slardar. NiP have had lukewarm results with the Slardar. It's either they look amazing and dominate their way through the laning stage, or they fall apart and he can't get the farm he wants to get that well-timed blink and really get that snowball rolling. Such a momentum-based hero, and every time I see him picked up, I can't help but feel like it's a little bit of a gamble.
The thing is, like this game, the Slardar is going to make the Sniper hit so hard. So even if he doesn't get too many kills, as long as he's initiating for the team and Sniper gets kills, it's good for him.
Yeah, that's true. So looking at these drafts, would you say either side is a clear outdraft or has a big edge over the other?
Oh, Phoenix.
This will come in handy.
Almost snagged that rune, but
He did not.
talking about the drafts, I think NiP have like a much easier draft to execute. Their lanes are much stronger, and Empire, they're going to need to protect the Shadowfiend in the middle lane because he's up against Earthshaker, Skywrath, and Sniper. These three heroes can gank him so easily.
Well, he will have Aloha Dance nearby. We'll have a quick pause here from Empire.
Well, are they going to use the Zeus to actually zone the Sniper at level 1?
It looks like it. I don't know that I've ever seen this strat before with a support Zeus trying to zone with an Arc
I still
Lightning.
feel the Phoenix would get a lot out of the off lane in this type of lane setup by Empire because there's no stuns from the Dazzle and Brewmaster, so he can always Icarus dive out of danger. But the only issue is Dazzle is really good at zoning, very good at attack damage and animation. And Phoenix doesn't have armor, doesn't have much armor at the start, so he's going to take a lot of right click from the Dazzle.
But with that said, Jonas does start off with a Ring of Protection, so he will have actually one more armor than the Dazzle out of the gate, depending on what build the Dazzle goes for.
Yeah, but it's still difficult to trade if the Dazzle goes for the Poison Touch at level 1.
True.
You see Earthshaker, after dropping one fissure here, goes back to base, and Phoenix should be able to get an easy level 2 here. Bring on.
So just waiting patiently here to figure out what the issue is with Empire. Hopefully something they can resolve pretty quickly here. Oh, more Skype problems. Wah, wah, wah.
Maybe they're just going to use the Zeus to actually help zone the Sniper first, then you can actually try and double stack with the camps. But you need static field to actually do that, so at level 1 it's difficult.
Well, you talked about the Phoenix probably getting zoned out by the Dazzle, but what about Yoki down in the bottom lane? It'll be him versus
And
the
it's
Skywrath Mage.
Skywrath, man, he's going to get harassed so much by the Arcane Bolt. Usually to deal with the Skywrath, if you are on off lane, you try to go a lot of regen, like a Salve or 2 Tangles, so he uses his mana and you just Salve up, so you can actually go up and take experience while he actually clarities up. But since it's a Rubik, you don't really do that, so I think the Rubik's going to have a very hard time in the lane.
I think that's for sure. And they don't really have
I mean,
too much
good
they can
news
rotate
for
to help.
him. It wasn't like the last game. Last game it was Axe safe lane, so he could use Battle Hunger. This time in Slardar, it's much more difficult for Slardar to have the support to zone the offlaner out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, officially welcome to game number 2 of NiP versus Empire. NiP up 1-0. Yeah, let's give a cheer for these two teams. Empire fighting for survival in this tournament.
As you can see here, the Zeus came in and dropped a couple of Arc Lightning on the snipers. Now he's going back to just start stacking for the Shadowfiend.
I'll stack up the hard camp first.
I'm still worried about the Shadowfiend though. I think he's going to have a hard time with the Earthshaker and Skywrath roaming around. At around 2 minutes, 3 minutes, when the sniper has at least 2 points in Shrapnel or 3 points in Shrapnel, the Shadowfiend is an easy kill.
We're looking at the offlaners for now. Jonas halfway through level 1. Hanskins here. They go for Always Want to Fly. Fissure comes out to block his exit path. Icarus dive across. Are they going to find a kill here? Clap from Silent. That'll slow him down. But a good trade for NiP.
That was really smart play from NiP. Once Dazzle threw out the Poison Touch, they knew he doesn't have heal or Shallow Grave, so they tried to get a kill on the Dazzle.
And he only has 1 Tango. That'll be the end of it. He's out of regen.
And this is going to open up a space for the Phoenix right now. He's going to be able to farm in the lane.
Hanskin with his boots. He'll just rotate back towards the mid.
Oh, here he goes. Is he going to get a fissure block?
Almost.
not gonna try, but Zeus is not gonna be offering so much protection towards the Shadow Fiend.
Jonas, though, he'll fall in the top lane. That's a first blood drawn. And it will be Dazzle that finds his vengeance and gets that bonus gold.
So as we were saying, he's gonna have a good time. Then he gets our first blood.
The caster curse is real. He did find his level 2, though.
Rubik's gonna pick up a regen rune, and he's managed to get his level 2 here in the lane. So if he wants to roam and gank now, he has 1 point in Fable and live. It's gonna be a ward around this area, so it wouldn't be that easy for him to actually try and make a gank at middle.
And the mid lane's actually going pretty well for Resolution, at least so far. 7-7 on him compared to the 5-4 Sniper. He's passed that initial hurdle, at least 15 stacks of Necromastery up.
Oh, I thought the Earthshaker was gonna drop a feature here to block him off, but they're not gonna try.
I couldn't quite find the angle he wanted. Earthshaker did get that bounty rune up top, though.
He's having a really hard time against the Shadow Fiend. 5-4 on the CS, and Shadow Fiend is 11-9. Seems like the Zeus was actually annoying enough for him to disrupt so much of the snipers last week.
And now Zeus just goes right back to stacking. He's already got a triple stack here, and it's soon to be a 4 stack. Yup, he'll find it. The Shadow Fiend having a good time in lane and plenty to retreat to, but uh-oh, there's your fissure. Is there another shrapnel? There is. Resolution, he can fall in the mid lane. It's Era that gets the kill. And all of a sudden, that Shadow Fiend not looking so scary.
Yeah, this was the danger of running the Shadow Fiend mid against the sniper. It's just such an easy kill, even with level 2 shrapnel and just 1 fissure, and the Shadow Fiend is just dead. Without the proper supports, they can't really protect him or defend him against anything. He's just gonna be relying on the stacks right here to actually come back into the game. Gonna drop a bottle charge to the Zeus. Oh.
Nope. But they won't give Sniper that much space in the lane while Resolution's gone. Yoki actually rotates over from the bottom lane.
If you take a look at the experience of the Phoenix and the Rubik, you see a big difference right now. Phoenix is almost level 4, Rubik is just 2.5 levels right now. He's having a very rough time.
He's hanging around bottom looking for that 4-minute rune. He'll square up against Seal Kid. That's not a duel he's likely to win. Skywrath Mage is level 3. Telekinesis back. Yoki will get an invisibility rune of all things.
Yeah, that was really important for him to grab this Invis rune. If the Skywrath were to get the Invis rune, this Shadow Fiend wouldn't be able to farm the lane. He has to play really safe.
But all this time, the Slardar just free farming in the bottom lane. That is always scary. Back towards the mid, it's a 2-on-3. Yoki rotating through with his invisibility rune. We'll just hold the high ground, and Era, of course, he saw the invis picked up, and he will stay far back in the lane.
The Sniper has only 1 shrapnel right now. He needs to wait for more charges. Oh, they might actually go in here.
Uh-oh. Goes up towards the Ancients. Doubles back. Yoki, he's thinking about it. Running out of time on this invisibility rune.
They can't really go for this kill. It's too dangerous, and they don't have enough damage or any spells to close the distance.
Silent getting a lot out of the top lane. Power treads on the way for him. Slardar down bottom. He has his already. What's the build for Slardar this game, WinteR? Do you just go straight for the Blink Dagger? Do you pick up a Vanguard along the way? What should we expect out of Limp?
I think he would decide based on how the game is going the next couple of minutes. If they feel they need to fight with the Slardar early, then he would actually just get a Blink. Otherwise, he would just prefer to get a Vanguard first. But usually you just go for the Blink, so you can actually gank with the Sniper fairly easily on a hero like Shadow Fiend.
Mid lane looking at the CS. Era falling further and further behind. 26 on Resolution, 13 on Era. The Shadow Fiend has more denies than the Sniper has last hits.
But on the bright side, it's still much easier for the Sniper to kill the Shadow Fiend at this point. So if he can get another kill once he pops level 6, just look at how the Sniper is playing. He's not using any shrapnel right now. He's keeping all the 3 charges because he's going to pop level 6 soon. So he can actually use the charges when he has level 6 to try to kill the Shadow Fiend. And Earthshaker will be coming towards middle fairly soon. They can kill the Shadow Fiend now. He's dead. Is he going to be dead? Can't get the fissure off.
Era finds his level 6 now, though. His kill potential increases quite a bit with that Assassinate. Yoki still only level 2. He hasn't gained any more experience since we last checked in.
This lane is just really hard for a support like Rubik.
He just can't do it.
For a hero like Rubik to go off lane against Skywrath, he's just going to get punished so hard.
Meanwhile, Phoenix, 10 last hits.
Wow,
Nothing amazing, but still good XP.
Earthshaker giving him a hand to farm his stack.
A triple stack here for Era. And yeah, that fissure will make it nice and easy for him.
Just look at the net worth. Shadowfiend gave up first blood. Sorry, not first blood, but a kill, but he's still so far ahead of the sniper right now. Just based on CS and the stacks.
Yeah, he clears out his big stack as well, and it looks like he'll move into a Yule's Scepter, has that Sage's Max sitting for him back at home. He'll have his power treads on the way, and he'll continue to bottle Crow as he farms up the jungle. Limp, free farming away, but keeping up blow for blow with the Brewmaster. We'll see Silent have a very fast Blink Dagger this game. We'll see what kind of tempos he can control, but whoa! Mid lane, Sniper gets a freebie on the Zeus.
Yeah, it's just a very easy kill there. Just a feature and a scatter shot and a snipe from the sniper there. Oh, Rega.
Oh boy. All right, checking in on Limp. 1,300 gold, 2/3 of the way to the Blink.
Yeah, you talk about whether he's going to go for a Vanguard because the pace of the game is not going very well for NiP right now. Phoenix and Sniper is not going too much farm, so the Slada has to definitely go for a Blink as his first item to actually control the tempo of the game. Otherwise, Sniper would have a rough time here.
But that kill on the Zeus has leveled things out. You just pointed out how far ahead Resolution was, and they're just about even. And behind by maybe 200 net worth, but not nearly as big of a deficit as it was.
This is a crucial rune for the Skywrath. They can actually use this rune to maybe scout for stacks, or they're going to give it to the Shaker.
Shaker is level 4. He's got his Tranquil Boots now, also holding onto a smoke. He will invis up, and let's see what he can find with it. Maybe they can set up another kill in the mid lane with that shrapnel.
It's an easy kill on the Rubik if they find him with the Sniper.
Anskin finds him. He scouts it out. Sniper on the way.
He's too far out of range.
A lot of range on that shrapnel and assassinate, but not quite enough to catch Yoki.
And they could still try and kill the Zeus here. Oh, the Zeus is dead.
Fisher comes out. There's your assassinate. Aloha Dance in a lot of trouble. He falls quickly.
And that is just long-range assassination. The
So
dive
hard to
and
deal
the
with.
Fissure and the snipe.
Resolution still continuing to farm, but
Yeah.
just can't do anything in a situation like that.
The dagger is coming soon, so NiP would be looking for the Slada to actually create at least some momentum for them.
It looks like NiP will find this nice window where Limp will have his Blink a little bit ahead of that Silent.
Only look at this Rubik though, Andrew. It's just so under farm and under level. And you look at the Phoenix. Phoenix is going to top his level 6 right now.
Yeah, he's the lowest level in the game at 3.
This is a huge disparity in experience.
Net worth is in favor of Empire, about a 750, but XP, NiP, as you were pointing out, and that is that disparity from the offlaners. Phoenix did find level 6, Supernova online.
Yeah,
Ready
Panda
for the
has
egg.
his Blink plus Split as well. All is coming at a really good timing for Empire.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, middle lane once more.
Are they going to find a kill? They will. Assassinate onto Resolution. And now Limp comes
here
in,
comes
shows
the
off the
Blink.
Blink Dagger, gets a quick pick on Yoki. 2-0 in the mid lane as the rest of Empire are busy pushing that top tier 1 tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
Oh dear. The Panda's Blink has to be Empire's saving grace right now. Other lanes have not gone really well for them. And the Rubik is not going to be able to do too much for a long period of time just because of how NiP heroes work. They kill you from a far distance, and Rubik without any mobility items wouldn't be able to come close to even drop a leaf or drop a spell steal to get something done. It's going to be a very hard game for Yoki.
And now the Sniper is topping the net worth chart 4-0-1. Even though Era had a slow start in terms of CS, the stacks from the Earthshaker and all these rotations have really helped him out. He now picks up Drums of Endurance on the Sniper. You don't see this build too often. It's usually more about that glass cannon, get yourself your Mask of Madness, but
it's mostly against the Zeus plus Shadowfiend though, and the Panda. You can actually have survivability and movement speed against that.
absolutely, I think it's the right build here. He just needs to survive. Still haven't seen a split out of Silent,
Here we go.
but maybe could come sooner rather than later.
Sniper is their prime target here, but let's see how many one has TP. Slada has TP. Phoenix has another TP, so this could be very dangerous for them. Supernova is online. They know what's up, I guess. They're playing really
NiP
safe
should
here.
be a little bit suspicious here. You look at their
They're
vision.
gonna catch it. They're gonna catch them out. for
See a
sure.
lot off the map. Oh, Fissure used for the neutrals. The smoke's been revealed. Clap on 2. There's your telekinesis primal split. Era in a lot of trouble. The Hadouken flies through. It's on the side of Empire. There's your Cyclone, but Limp, he slithers his way in. They find Yoki. He'll isolate him on the top. Always want to fly. Comes out with a grave. Era will be the first one to go down in this fight. Dazzle gets the gold for the dominating streak, but they bring down Yoki as well. 1 for 1 is Silent, goes back into Panda form. He's got the Blink Dagger, will it get interrupted? It does, but he turns to fight on Limp. Blinks across, there's the Slitherine Crush, heal from Dazzle, but Limp will make it back to the base. 1 for 1, but Empire only loses support for the prize sniper.
That almost turned out to be a big disaster, but Empire using the fact that you could use your heal on the Panda splits to actually have that extra burst damage to finish off the sniper there. It's very good play from them.
Radiant's middle
Nicely
tower
done.
is under attack.
So NIP caught a little unaware with that smoke rotation, but exactly what Empire needed to start regaining some
they
footing
knew
here.
it was coming. Just look at their positioning. They were so far behind. It was just like they came into a very good rotation where they managed to sneak behind the towers. So now, realizing the Panda ultimate is down, they're going to smoke themselves. They're going for Roshan. Probably not. Is it Rosh?
Good time to strike in
No,
general.
can't-
Zeus
can't
still
be
not
Roche.
level 6. They don't have that scouting tool.
You're gonna
He's going to be in some trouble. Limp initiates. There's your amp damage. Fissure to follow up. Brewmaster without any options. A slam dunk. It's a kill going the way of the Slardar.
Resolution is going to finish his use after fairly soon. It's going to be very useful against the NiP heroes. You can dodge the stun from Slada and cancel the Icarus dive. There are multiple utility usages of the use this game.
Yep. Not a surprising item pick up on the Shadow Fiend. He'll also find level 11 and has a double damage rune in the
13 minutes
bottle.
in, Andrew. Rubik is still not level 6, 13 minutes in.
Neither is Zeus.
And Zeus is the support. he's almost 6 right now.
Yeah, he'll get it. They're working on it, WinteR.
Poor guy.
It's tough. Phoenix, level 8. He did go earn this time, so not going to rush the Midas. I wonder if Jonas will
He
go
can
back
still go
one.
for the Midas right now after the earn. It's still fine. It doesn't really affect his... I mean, if you get the Midas 1 or 2 minutes earlier, it doesn't really change too much. As a Phoenix, you just need levels.
Dire do have a lane ward down here in the top lane. So they could put some pressure onto the Phoenix if they want to try to push this tower. They'll also get a ward around the Irradiant Ancients. Not something NiP have put a lot of stock into, though. Hasn't been stacked up or attempted. Same goes for the Dire. Now some rotations towards the mid. Haven't seen a supernova yet, but maybe this could be the time.
And the split is off cooldown. They are going to be looking to fight very soon. And this Shadow Fiend has caught up really nicely. Top of the net worth even after the disastrous start that he had, dying twice in the lane.
Team Empire looking to rotate once more. Double damage rune soon to expire on resolution.
Radiant's top tower is under
Both him
attack.
and Era farming very effectively.
Earthshaker's in a good position though. He can actually protect his teammates around this region. And that has 5 seconds on his teleport scroll.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Slada? Are they going for Slada?
Yule set up onto Slardar. Is there going to be a Spirit Bomb here? No, they just line up the raises.
Oh, he got silence. That was a really good silence from Neil Silky.
Now the Fissure comes out. Limp re-engages. Mystic Flare brings down Yoki.
Radiant's top tower is
Fast
fallen.
1 for nil in the bottom lane. They do trade a tier 1 tower forward in the top as Brewmaster pushes that lane. Aloha Dance, Graves himself. Will he live? He will not. It's an assassinate for the kill. Now the Primal Split comes out onto Hanskin. Stun there. There's your Icarus dive in. There's your Supernova. They could be in some trouble. Slithering crushes while the fire burns them down. It's NiP once again taking this fight. This could soon be a 5-man wipe. They need to be careful here. Can Silent get out? No. The dunk is there from Hanskin. He gets off a clap, but all 5 of Empire go down.
Well, that was such a good play from the Skyraf. You see here, when they used the Slada, he was going to get lifted by the Rubik. He just came in and dropped the silence on. That was, for me, the biggest play the whole fight. The silence on the Rubik.
This has been a pretty even game so far, but now NiP jumping into the lead, nearly 5,000 experience in their favor. Assassinate coming out onto Yoki. There will be a grave. Never mind. Assassinate gets canceled. What an explosive team fight for NiP.
Yeah, the Supernova that dealt so much damage and just being unable to kill the Slada at the start of the fight just cost them the whole gank rotation.
So if you're Empire after a fight like that, what's the play here, WinteR? How do you start to recover?
They need to just try to win a fight with the Panda Split. The next Panda Split. Oh no!
Oh, that might not happen now. Silent, he gets caught out, amp damage. Slitherine crushes there. They don't have a split. Jonas doing a lot of damage, but the Stolen Fissure locks him in place. He's gonna go down. Limp still charging forward, needs to be careful. He may fall as well. Where's the support from NiP? Seal Kid comes in, but he'll get left behind now. Drunken Haze to slow him down. Negative Earn. He'll make it into the tree line. Do they dive this, though? Yoki wants to, but they don't. On the backside, it's a dead Earthshaker. They get the Sky Wrap as well as they dive the tower. Now it's a 4-0 the other way. Empire should be rewarded with a tier 1 tower off this.
Yeah, they didn't fight with the sniper. He couldn't TP to the fight, so without the supernova as well, they just were outnumbered there. Even without the split, but Empire's lineup still has a lot of spell damage. You saw in the area here. Actually, the Zeus did so much damage to the Slada and the Phoenix here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
NiP just not quite ready for that. Empire, as you were pointing out, they needed to win a fight, and
Just look
after
at the-
falling down
look
like
at the
that, you don't
net
really
worth.
expect them to TP 4 heroes right back to where they were just destined.
Dude, look at the net worth after that fight.
Oh. Oh my. That's a big swing.
The rubber band effect.
Yes, sir. So back to farming we go. Silent moving into that aura-based build. Vladimir's offering on the way. Always a good item to have against the Slardar. Help mitigate that amplified damage at least a little bit. Looks like NiP working on a couple of BKBs. Era as well as
Rubik
Limp,
has fissure.
both with Ogre clubs.
Rubik has fissure.
Always want to fly. He's going to get scattered out here. Limp blinks forward. That'll be an easy kill on the Dazzle.
And came
And
in
a
to
counter
put that
ward.
sneaky ward. We talk about always want to fly, always trying to put up sneaky wards, and not successful this time around.
Nice heads-up play there from the Skywrath Mage.
They have less Shadow Fiend, so Roshan could be their next option right now, fairly soon. They have enough damage and tankability to do the rush.
Once NiP get these BKBs, their lives get a lot easier. They've already been pretty aggressive, but
Okay, Supernova is right now on cooldown, so Panda has ultimate. Maybe Roshan. They can go Roshan now, and
Dire's top
NiP cannot
tower
fight.
is under
it looks like
attack.
they will.
Look towards Rosh. Or they're trying to look for a fight. Yeah, they're gonna go for Rosh.
Was it all part of the plan, Winter? Was it bait?
Not sure though.
We'll see.
No, they're gonna take a fight right now because there's no Supernova.
And they have the split. Here we go. He blinks forward, finds Handskin. Clap. Courier nearby. It'll make it out. Primal split. Handskin with a fissure
Oh,
on
the
4.
fissure!
Oh my. He may still go down, but makes the space for his teammates to retreat. Empire hoping for a lot more than just a pick on the Earthshaker with a smoke and a primal split used.
I mean, it's still. I think that exchange was actually better for NiP because the Panda ultimate was used and they only lost the support. And right now, Phoenix ultimate 50 seconds. They probably still can't fight this. Yeah, they cannot fight. They can't come on time.
NiP lacking vision around the
There's
Roche
no
pit.
vision as well. Yeah, like you mentioned.
Looks like this may be an uncontested Roche. All that minus armor, it goes down pretty quick. They'll start to make a movement toward the pit. But will they get here in time? It's going to be close. Empire have a lot of damage. They will secure the Roche.
Into the dark.
It's an Aegis of the Immortal in the inventory of Resolution.
He's going to be closing it into his BKB for resolution. Once he has that, he's going to be able to man up and just run in and use somebody and initiate for his team.
Yep. Other item progression here. Jonas, he's not going to go hand to Midas. Instead, he picks up the plate mail. Looks like Shiva's guard will be his item of choice.
Yeah, he's up against a lot of minus armor from the Weave, from the Dazzle, and Shadow Fiend's minus armor. So I think armor items is still going to help him to survive the team fights.
BKBs coming out on both sides of the coin. One
This
completed
is-
on Era.
This is
and
goal time if you're Empire right now. Fresh BKB on the Shadow Fiend, Aegis on the Shadow Fiend as well. Just popping his ultimate just to scout the map, making sure that nothing fishy is going around near Empire's jungle. So it's going to be on cooldown for a while, 80 seconds, and Zeus goes for a Midas. He's expecting the game to actually slow down right now and go into a more farming-oriented game.
Could end up being the right choice. Zeus, a very
Yeah,
powerful
it's-
hero towards that late game.
To his defense, or top
Top
lane.
lane, Jonas, yeah, initiated on by Silent, but he won't commit for it.
And if you look at NiP's lineup, they have Fissure plus Shrapnel. It's very good high ground defense, so you're probably not going to be able to end the game soon. So getting the Midas now secures the late game. I think it's a really good pickup for the Zeus right now on the support Zeus.
Yeah. NiP, not a lot of pushing power. And even if they take some good fights, they're not going to close this game out anytime soon. BKB on the way for Slardar, though. Limp very close to it. So NiP could hold their own in a fight now.
I didn't even realize he actually stopped by for a medallion.
Dire's
Interesting.
bottom tower is under attack.
How's this Earthshaker doing? Not too close to the blink. 22 minutes in. He's actually the poorest in the game. Just Tranquil's in his stage.
Probably not going to get a blink until his team wins a big fight.
Yep.
Okay,
Hastrun on silent. They'll be okay. Fissure stuns up Resolution. NiP just moving to their jungle. Stolen Shrapnel from the Rubik. Nice scouting tool there. Not a bad steal to have. He's also picked up a Blink Dagger. Yoki's life getting a lot easier now.
Yeah, there's still a lot of good spells for him to get this game. Oh, top lane. Oh, the Zeus ultimate is going to reveal the position of the Phoenix.
And they're going to get a kill onto Aloha Dance, though. There's a split from the Brewmaster. He wants lit, but he blinks out. He lives. Can he find a kill with this split? Cyclone onto the Phoenix. Supernova's available, but he's stunned up. Telekinesis, they've got the lockdown. Now Era, BKB on. They want Yoki, and they'll find it. Brew going into Panda form soon. Era may stand his ground to try to bring him down. Handskin there with the Echo Slam. Limp now reinitiates. They finish him off. It's NiP that find the better of it. A 1-for-3 trade in the top lane. Resolution comes in. He wants to take out the trash, but can he?
Radiant's middle
The answer is no.
under attack.
Oh dear, that was a really good play from the Slardar. Not leaving. Most players would just get out, and he stayed there, and he made sure that his team won the fight with the extra crush there. Really good play from Lim.
Very close call, though. That does secure his BKB now. 10 seconds of magic immunity. And now Earthshaker has a soul ring.
Aegis is going to run out soon for Empire, so after that lost team fight, they're going to be kicking themselves in the head for not being careful enough. Now they're not going to be able to use the Aegis, and NiP just got away with getting 3 kills at top.
Yep. Shadow Fiend just too late to the party. He'll have about a minute left on the Aegis. He's got 2,300 gold. That's a Blink Dagger now under Resolution.
Yeah, NiP is going to be moving into the jungle right now, realizing the Aegis is already over and going to be looking to secure more advantage for their team. Slardar has a completed BKB. Feels he's strong enough to take a fight against Empire right now.
Yep. So NiP, what do they find out of this? Looks like the smoke won't yield any kind of a kill. And instead they'll just clear out the enemy jungle, at least where they can. Double damage rune bottled up by Resolution. Maybe they look to pressure the bottom tier 2 tower. Though Era is down there with a
They
Yasha.
see Silent alone at top, so they might think he's not alone. Oh, is he gonna lift
Here we
him?
go,
Oh.
set up onto Era. There's the Yule Scepter, Telekinesis. He'll BKB, he backs out. Shadow Fiend almost brings him down. He's got his BKB on. Dazzle pokes him once more. He's on the run. Can Era actually live here? Nope, Zeus has the ult.
You can't run from heaven.
You can't run from heaven, WinteR.
Yes, you can't. We're all sinners.
Okay, so good stuff for Empire. That helps out the Zeus, of course. And now he's closing into a Yules of his own. Voidstone staged his mask and 1,000 gold in the bank. Basically just a recipe away. Medallion on the way for the Dazzle as well. Looking at the gold graph, it's been all over the place, but it's Empire holding on to a lead of about 5,000 and a minor experience lead as well. They will move into this tier 2 bottom. No glyph, and it will go down uncontested.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Empire pulls further ahead after the exchange, down to 6,000
Dire's
gold,
middle tower
almost
is
right
under
now.
attack.
Gonna be waiting for the next rush before they take any huge fights right now. And they almost have his BKB.
Yeah, he's close.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
top lane.
has been
Mid tier 1 gets the deny, but up top, yeah, Aloha Dance initiated on by Limp. The Sun Ray from over the tree line.
Dire's top tower
It's an easy
is
pick
under
on the
attack.
Thunder God.
I see another hero around the area with the sword.
The Resolution just goes right back to farming. Number 1 on net worth by a nice margin. That kill on Era is slowing him down quite a bit.
Mentaka could be his next choice here. It's really good at dispelling the amplified damage. Oh, bottom lane, Hanskin in trouble here.
Telekinesis into a Thunderclap.
Oh,
Not much he can do.
Fissure.
The stolen Fissure to secure the kill. Fissure on Rubik just too good.
This is going to be a very good fight for them to take right now, anytime, with the Rubik having Fissure. This is such a big spell to steal. Another Zeus ultimate to scout out the position of NiP heroes.
Yep. And up top, here we go. Resolution. It's going to be a Spirit Bomb onto the Phoenix. A one-hit KO onto Jonas.
Is under attack.
It's as easy as that. Not
They're
much the
setting up
Phoenix
for
can do.
Slardar Crush.
Slardar comes in, though. They're going to have a Mystic Flare on top of it. Resolution gets a
Oh,
shallow
the grave.
grave, but NiP is still here with a BKB on. I don't think Resolution's making it out of this one. Just a little more damage. They need to finish him off. Heal from the Dazzle. Yules is there. NiP is low. The Stolen Fissure. They do bring down the Shadow Fiend, but it's going to cost them. Slardar's gone down. Now a buyback onto the Phoenix. Sniper does get the kill on the Dazzle. He'll TP home. Meanwhile, on the backside, there's a Primal Split used onto Handskin. The Sunray trying to heal him up. Gives him that little bit of sustain he needs. The Phoenix will be interrupted by the Cyclone. Another Fissure comes out. Handskin buying himself a lot of time, but not enough for survival. Stolen Fissure now onto Jonas. There's your Cyclone again. Phoenix does have a Supernova here. Era nearby laying down the shrapnels. Negative Urn onto Silent. The headshots flying through. There's your Supernova. Assassinate, not enough to finish off Silent, but the Urn is. Jonas finds the kill there. The rest of Empire on the run. Era in hot pursuit. Can he close the gap?
Zeus is in trouble.
He's speedy, no more shrapnel, but he finds the Assassinate. It's not going to be enough damage. Yule's Scepter's there. He will cancel it. But I think Empire still find an edge there.
Still quite an even fight though. Both sides lost a lot of heroes, but I think NiP came out slightly ahead because they didn't lose the sniper and he got a couple of kills there. Roche is going to be up fairly soon for Empire.
Yeah, it's actually a really long Roche respawn.
Having the fissure is
Max
just
timer.
so big on the Empire side. Having the fissure on Rubik. Oh, top lane, they're going to try and take the Shadow Fiend around again once more.
He's got the BKB. There you go. Slithering Crush. Silence. He can't
Another
even BKB,
grave.
but the Shallow Grave is there again. Always want to fly with a good TP. Yule's Scepter.
Gonna blink.
Shadow Fiend not going to live through it, though. Crush is there, and Era secures the kill. All 5 heroes of NiP in the top lane. They'll go for a wraparound. Always want to fly. Could turn into always want to die as he gets stunned up. Shallow Grave. He has the TP, but it's stuck on cooldown. Buys himself a couple of seconds, but does not keep him alive. So he does finish off the kill on the Slardar. Oh my. All right. They get the tower out of it, but the Slardar going down makes that not quite as bad for Empire.
Still, they got the better trade. They got the tower as well. Earthshaker's still working on his blink.
He's still not that close. 1,300 gold. A ways to go. It's been a pretty tough game for Handskin. He's had a couple of key fissures, but hasn't been around to securing these kills and find a Blink Dagger in a timely manner. Empire holding on to that 7,500 net worth lead. But it is starting to plateau a little bit. Handamitis from Zeus kicking in a little. He has that Yule's Scepter.
Yeah, it's starting to pay off already. He's in the middle of the pack with 8,000 net worth, already closing into the Slardar.
Yeah. Rubik and the Phoenix now very even. Phoenix was a good bit ahead of him earlier on, but Yoki has recovered quite nicely. That Blink Dagger makes his life so much easier, and now he'll go for Yule's Scepter as well. This is just Yule's gaming, WinteR. At least 3 going to be on the dire side.
Use is just a really good item right now. It helps a lot against NiP's lineup. You take away the silence from Skywrath, you take away the Assassinate, and that's the Slardar ultimate you can dispel as well. Oh, middle lane, Aloha Dance in trouble here. Splat.
Okay, nice pick off onto the Zeus there.
He gets fissure once more. Oh dear.
Yep. It's been Yoki's priority this game. Seal Kid with another counter ward will secure some vision for their team. Fissure on Fissure in the bottom lane. Handskin continues farming, now back up top. Limp, whoa, he wants it, but Silent blinks out just in the nick of time. Aaron now joining the party, Manta style, soon to be completed perhaps, or just could be that Aya Scotty.
Empire move the NiP heroes to the top lane and they proceed to Roshan right now. So very quick Roshan.
Radiant had a ward down though. They know what's going on. Unfortunately for them, they can't get there fast enough. Double damage on Resolution secures the second Roche of the game for Empire. And he'll take the Aegis of the Immortal once more, alongside his Eagle Song, the beginnings of a butterfly.
Right now, Era still needs to farm his way to his next item before he can still deal more damage towards the Shadow Fiend right now. With the Aegis, Empire's still gonna have the upper hand in the next fights. They have to be very careful about not giving away Rubik's to have the fissure that easily.
Yeah.
It's a really key spell to have.
Need to use that totem. But Hanskin now with a Blink Dagger. That's what he's been working on for the past 10, 15 minutes, getting some me time in that bottom lane. And he'll finally see some dividends off all that hard work.
Yeah, and Jonas manages to farm up a Shivers right now. Oh, they're gonna spot out Limp here.
Limp in some trouble. Blink over from Silent. Thunderclaps there. He'll just BKB out. That's your 9-second BKB charge. I think Empire will be pretty happy with that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Empire can proceed to pressure the lanes right now with the tier 2 because Lada uses BKB.
Yeah.
Should be really difficult for NiP to hold a defense
bottom
here.
tower is under attack.
Empire playing a little more defensively for now.
Did they actually see the blink on the Earthshaker?
I believe so. He was in the bottom lane farming after he picked it up, so he hasn't used it in any kind of a meaningful way yet, but if they were paying close attention, they would have saw it. There's your Yules on the Rubik. That's Yules number 3 for the Dire side. You never know, maybe Dazzle going to join the Yules club with that staff, but I think more likely a 4th staff.
Nikki. It's used again. Poor guy.
Bulk rotation. Oh, Aloha Dance. Hello. Good night.
I think getting all the support kills isn't really that big of a deal though. If they're not getting the Shadow Fiend or the Panda, I think Empire are just pretty happy with that. That was a 5-man rotation for a support kill.
It is helping the Sniper close the gap against the Shadow Fiend though. Resolution was up by a good bit and Era's quickly catching up. Icarus dive away as Resolution presses forward. He will use a self-Yules. And they will just back out towards the mid lane. Meanwhile, NiP pressuring the tier 2 tower top. There is a glyph available here for Empire. They'll start to rotate through, and NiP just testing the waters, chipping at the tower, but not really looking to take a fight in enemy territory. Here's a big pickup, though. Eye of Scotty.
That's going to be really helpful against the nukes and the minus armor from the Shadow Fiend and Dazzle.
Yep. So Shiva's guard on Phoenix, it was picked up a little while ago. I feel like this is a pretty good game for it, especially against that Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, it works against the Panda ultimate as well, so the Brewmaster split doesn't deal as much physical damage as he wants to because they are slowed by the aura.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not too much time left on this Aegis, about 2 minutes. If Empire want to make use of it, they got to do something fast. Butterfly now picked up on Resolution though. NiP without any real tools to deal with it. No MKB, no Hex. Resolution in a really good spot for at least the next 5-10 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under
They will rotate into the tier 2 in the top lane. NiP with only 1 defender. It'll be Era on the Sniper. Laying down the shrapnel. Meanwhile, the rest of NiP grouped up in the bottom lane. Hanskin giving the tower the totem.
Dire's
And they will get a tier 1 for a tier 2.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They have to hurry back to base soon.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Do Empire go high ground here? They do. NiP, they use the glyph on the tier 2. Now this tier 3 tower will be under siege. The creep wave gets cleared up. Shrapnel still laying down. Fissure slows down Resolution on his retreat, and they will move away from the top lane.
They're gonna wait to complete the AC on Brew before they go push again. It's really close for that. 500 shot.
Yeah, just 1 piece away. Pretty big item pickup for Empire. Great synergy with the presence of the Dark Lord. Silent, he gets scouted out. Jonas, Icarus dive, Fiery Spirits. But on the other side of the fight, whoa, another fissure onto Empire. They will lose Jonas. Limp, he's stunned up as well. BKB on, he's trying to run his way to victory, but it's not gonna happen. The right clicks are there. 2-0, Empire taking the advantage here. NiP in an awkward position. There is a buyback available on the Slardar, but there isn't one on the Phoenix, nor do they have a glyph.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think they have much choice to forfeit this tower. There's gonna be a high ground defense right now. The Slada might have to be needed to buy back right now if Empire force the issue here.
I think he's going to have to. Without a
Dangerous
glyph,
times.
this is tricky, but the Scotty repelling Resolution for now. Creep wave gets cleared up.
Dangerous
Maybe he won't
times
have to
for
buy back
NiP.
after all.
The Dazzle cast is weak, so it's go time for Empire right now.
Here we go. Silent breaks into the high ground, but Hanskin with a nice stun on the fissure to help break things up. NiP just trying to pull Empire off the tower. There's your primal split. Yoki blinks in. Telekinesis onto Hanskin. He does have the dunk. He will get it off. Doesn't do a hell of a lot, but it's enough to stay alive a little bit longer. Now Slardar buys back, drops right into the party. Mystic Flare comes in, but Limp in a lot of trouble. It's a dieback for the Slardar. Now he's down for over a minute. Empire come in. They bring down Seal Kid. NiP in a lot of trouble here. They'll get the kill on the Dazzle, but Empire, did they overcommit for this? Yoki taking a lot of damage. Supernova right in the middle of the fight. They'll turn and try to click it down, but it's not going to happen. They realize it, turn the other way. Assassinate will finish off the Shadow Fiend. Now Icarus dive forward. Silent on the run. Ulti from Zeus, but it's not going to be enough. Silent, he'll use the BKB, and that will open up the Blink Dagger.
Oh, that
He makes
Fire
it back
Spirit
home.
at the end, he hit 3 in succession and he just proceeded to drop his Supernova there. That was such a good play from the Phoenix.
What a hold from NiP. It did cost him a buyback, really a dieback on the Slardar. Hurts his economy quite a bit. But
Well,
their
they-
tier 3 tower is still rather healthy.
They got the Shadow Fiend at the very least, so it was still alright for them.
The problem though here for NiP WinteR is that Empire is still getting a lot out of these fights. And you look at the net worth graph and it seems every skirmish is either a break even or an advantage for Empire. They've gotten the last 2 Roches and about 14,000 net, or pardon me, XP at about 10K.
Sniper's gonna have MKB for the next fight very soon, so that's a bit of good news for Sniper against the Shadow Fiend, the Butterfly.
Certainly is. Eric getting to that point where he hurts. And that's where the high ground defense for NiP gets a little bit easier, and Empire will not have an easy time sieging the base, even with Aegis and Cheese. As Era picks up that MKB, it just gets more and more difficult.
Your lineup is just really good at defending high ground with Sniper and Earthshaker. It's not easy at all to swap. Even with Aegis and Cheese, they have to be really cautious. Or always want to fly.
All right, Force Staff to the low ground. He'll be okay, or will he? Oh, now Yoki, he tries to come in. Limp blinks forward. It's a quick 2-for-0.
And they are really lucky that Roshan is not spawning yet.
Yeah, it will be a lengthy Roshan respawn. Aloha dance on the high ground near the Ancients. Silent near the secret shop. Limp on his way over. They'll have the high ground.
Dire's middle
Silent will be back in the nick of time. There's your ultimate from the Zeus for a little bit of scouting intel. Everyone will make it back. Another max respawn on the Roche. 2 for 2. Sunray from the Phoenix just topping off NiP as they finish off the tier 2 tower mid. Era closing in on that MKB, just a couple hundred gold away now.
Panda is trying to get a better position to flank them here.
As the primal split available, Assault Karas has been online. Looks like the Shadow Fiend will move into a Scotty of his own. First ultimate orb is picked up.
Empire's gonna get this Roshan, I think. It's gonna respawn soon, and NiP move their heroes back to actually push the lanes out. So this will give Empire a little bit of window of opportunity to finish the Rosh. This is the 3rd Rosh, I guess, with Cheese.
Yep. A big Roche. For NiP, they just need the vision. I think they can take a fight around the pit, but it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time, because Empire can just kill it so quickly with that medallion on the Dazzle and all that minus armor they picked up. There's your MKB on the Sniper.
Phoenix is gonna have an interesting item soon, Acceptor. He's gonna be able to protect any teammates he wants to in the Supernova.
So, who's your ideal target for that?
Ideally, you want to make sure the Sniper doesn't die, because he's the most farm hero on the map.
Ultimate from Zeus to see the positioning of NiP as they camp out the Roche pit.
Smoke? Are they going to smoke now? Yeah, this is a really good timing to smoke. After the Zeus pop his ultimate, they're just going to be running towards the Rush.
They'll get vision on the Shadow
yeah.
Fiend mid,
Flutter boys.
but he will turn tail and run.
Oh my god.
Flutter
Are they
away.
going to arrive? Oh, he actually
Power of the Flutter.
Era shows his face.
Limp goes in, he catches Resolution though with a slithering crush. BKB on, Fissure, Assassinate flying through. Resolution will get bashed as well. He gets BKB'd, Shallow Grave. He'll live, now they look to turn it around on Limp. Handskin goes down to the Brewmaster on the backside. He'll get off the Primal Split. Limp falls, it's a 2-0 going the way of Empire. Make it 3 as the Skywrath Mage gets left high and dry. A disaster for NiP as their smoke gets turned around.
Sniper might actually get caught out here. Oh dear, it's gonna be close. Oh.
He'll make it back. The Shallow Grave turning that around, WinteR. Vardar does not have a buyback here. It's still on cooldown from that last skirmish. Empire should be aware of that timer. And now 2 key items coming out on their side. Aghanim's Scepter on the Zeus, and your Eye of Scotty on the Shadow Fiend. Now Empire move towards the high ground. Handskin has a buyback, but not a hell of a lot he can do with it. No Echo Slam for another 80 seconds. Glyph comes out, and I think NiP are going to have to concede the lane of barracks here. Icarus dive in. Out comes the Supernova. Okay. Empire gets repelled, and that's all it takes. Empire not getting what they wanted here. Spirit Bomb onto Jonas, not enough for the one-hit kill. Era doing a lot of damage from the high ground. Resolution, BKB on. The MKB is up for Era, so he can cut right through that butterfly. Now Silent goes in. Era in a little bit of trouble here. He gets bashed, trying to heal him up, and now Era falls. He doesn't have a buyback. Seal Kid, he'll go down as well. Crit from Silent. Resolution in some trouble. Handskin gets zapped down. Yules onto the Slardar and keeps Resolution alive. The Shallow Grave is there. Empire finding the better of NiP in this exchange. 4 heroes dead, no buyback, and all of a sudden this could be a GG push.
Has fallen.
And they're gonna lose another side of Rex. I think this will ultimately be really difficult for NiP, but they're gonna just hold on here and try to defend the last Rex here. It's gonna be 50 seconds for Sniper to respawn.
I think Empire can just mega creep this. This is
Yeah,
over.
they can. They have enough time to mega creep this.
They have enough time to push for the win at this rate.
And this is mega creeps. They can't respawn on time to defend this.
Has fallen.
Jonas, the one survivor, but they jump on him. The Phoenix goes down, and that's it. GG's call. We're moving to a game 3.
A much better performance from Empire this game, and their lineup as well. A lot of team fight, like I mentioned, that was lacking in the first game. They had Zeus and Panda this time round with the Shadow Fiend. A lot of AoE damage, so it was a draft that they like to play and much more comfortable with their playstyle.
Absolutely. That's the Empire we've all come to know. Game 1 was very one-sided for NiP, but as we pointed out, more of a drafting issue than anything else, and now it's just going to come down to this best of 1.